We're currently at IBW at KTM's booth over here, and we have an exclusive peek at KTM's 3 adventure motorcycles, starting with this, the Enduro R. Now, this is the first Enduro motorcycle to be based on this 390 platform. So this gets a very different design altogether. The headlamp has, again, you have a much smaller, if you move along the side over here now this is how the motorcycle looks. I'm about 6 feet for reference, and you can see I am just about able to flat foot this motorcycle. The seat design over here is a bit narrow, so it's easier to grip the tank. It's narrow, it's long, and it's flat. So true enduro format. The screen that you see over here is also not the TFT that we see in the Adventure 390s. In fact, it's a small screen. You get a toggle switch over here. You get an ABS on-off switch, a horn indicator, your switch control. Now, the suspension over here, you can adjust it for rebound and compression, but not preload. Here's the tank. We don't know the tank capacity. Now, if you come along the side over here, now this one gets Mitas tires. And if you look at the taillight design also, it's slightly tweaked compared to what it is available on the Adventure. Got a small little tail design. Now, that's so much for the Enduro R. Now, let's move on to the next motorcycle. The next motorcycle we have here is a 390 Adventure S. Now, we don't have the X currently on display, but it will be launching alongside this motorcycle. So, this one over here, as the pictures you guys have already seen and we've been predicting, this gets a lot of what we thought it would. Again, starting from the front, you get the bi-LED projector headlamps. You get a 21-inch wheel at the front over here. These are Apollo tires. If you come along the side over here, again, this one over here, the seat is a lot narrower now than before. It's easier to flat foot this motorcycle despite its tall height. Again, I'm about 6 feet and it's pretty easy for me to flat foot it. And it's a rather comfortable seating posture. You get a nice tall, you get a TFT over here, which is pretty high up. You get a nice tall visor. These small mirrors. Now, let me tell you a bit more about the switchgear that you see over here. This one, as you can see, gets cruise control over here. So you get the cruise control switches right here in the menu. Now, you also get to choose a speed from here. You get this rocker switch that you can choose and select from here. So that's pretty interesting and new. Again, just like the Enduro R, compression and rebound can be adjusted. Now, unlike the Enduro R, which gets an 18-inch wheel at the rear, this one gets a 17-inch wheel at the rear. Something worth noting. And this too, you can remove the rubber bounds. Now, when it comes to the engine, we don't know the exact spec just yet, but it shares the same engine with the outgoing Duke 390, so you can expect similar power figures. And from the rear, the design is very similar to what you see on the Enduro R. It has a tiny little new tail lamp design over here, very minimalist, very unique looking. And overall, this motorcycle looks a lot larger than what it once used to when standing next to it. Another thing worth noting is that for now, we know that this motorcycle will be coming with 2 colors for sure. One that you see here, which is the orange and the white. And then there's another one over here, which has the white in the front and the orange at the back. So there could be a third color. We don't know for sure yet, but we know these 2 colors are coming for sure. Let us know in the comment section what do you guys think about these 2 motorcycles and if you guys are excited for their launch.